Good afternoon, everyone. I hope that you're all doing okay. Today's stream, and every stream for the rest of this week, has a very specific purpose. This stream is to, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, show off my breathing technique. My breathing technique, known as horizon breathing, is one that is inspired by Demon Slayer. In Demon Slayer, without to reveal too many spoilers, has a person named Tanjiro who is attempting to learn uh, how to fight, you know, and the things that he fights are demons. Oh, I can go to Horizon. Tanjiro learns water breathing, which is the easiest and most defensive. When the things, when I was wrongfully terminated by Datavant in 2021, actually, what's today, May 12th? 2 days and 4 years ago, I was wrongfully terminated. The reason why I believe I was wrongfully terminated is due to the events that took place right before I was terminated. I presented my story or case or experience or statement of facts to Datavant, and at the time, its legal representative was Stanton Law LLC in Atlanta, Georgia. It was for this reason that I broke connection with with someone I knew, because they were moving to Georgia, and being that this company showed me what it would do, I didn't want that person to be involved or hurt. And so it could show that there was a period of time where I just did not speak to that person. They were not, because they couldn't have known what I was doing. I know for a fact that everything that they did was just for them. And that is something that anyone else would be able to see. It was around this time that Datavant was able to use Michelle Spicer, that is Datavant's current HR business whoever, and Christine Green, the former lawyer of Stanton Law LLC, because since these events transpired, you can't really find her anywhere, I think. I think if you try to look for her on LinkedIn, you can't find her. I guess I can go now, and this will be video evidence of this. She did in fact work there. Okay. And this is all simple stuff, right? You go to Stanton Law LLC. This is who's on all the paperwork and stuff like that. So they will also, well, how would I say? let's see, our firm, our history. You hit find. Huh. Okay. So in 2015, that's when Christine Green was a part of Stanton Law LLC. And as we since saw, our beginning outlook led us to engage Courtney Gabby Moses to help fill the gap left by Christine, transition to an in-house role. I'm going to assume that this meant to exceed our goal of 2.5 in revenue, nearly 50. So in 2022, when Datavant hired this company, it has since reported it reported exceeding its goal of $2.5 million. So at the very least, Datavant paid Stanton Law and Christine to engage in the acts that they did by August 12th, 2022. I know all of these dates are really confusing. And it's for Datavant's defense attorney mentioned that the way that I recall the story is convoluted. And I don't think so. You know, for something to be convoluted, it would require all of these additional things. And for that reason, it doesn't. Right? My story can be told as easily as I started in the department. Within a couple of weeks, 2 weeks, by April 14th, 2021, I addressed Megan Wilson, or Megan Shaw, however she's going with by now, regarding her behavior. And this is something that Datavant has testified to. Since April 14th to May 10th, 2021, Datavant determined that I should be terminated. Now, this termination, at least as the way they reported it to North Carolina Unemployment Insurance, is that I was terminated at will. They don't need a reason to terminate you. And the reason was not due to misconduct. So, to restate what occurred again, with the details that can be explained by both parties being involved. I addressed Megan Shaw's behavior on April 14th, 2021. And within about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I was terminated. And it was not due to misconduct. So I didn't do anything wrong. And the company has testified that the termination was at will. It doesn't matter what they've been saying is the reasons, right? Because again, I don't need all of the what would I call the exposition that they're giving. One of the reasons I don't want it is because it's not true. But more to the point, it tries to explain why Datavant did the things that it did in order to arrive at a period where I needed to be terminated for doing nothing wrong and it was by choice. And the people who chose this were the people who showed up on May 10th, 2021 to do so. Megan Shaw and Juliet Maddox. So between, I restate it again, on April 14th, 2021, I addressed Megan Shaw because of her behavior. Within 3 weeks, a series of events happened where Juliet Maddox and Megan Shaw terminated my employment for no reason because I was not doing anything wrong. At least that's what it says to that is what occurred. Not saying anything. I don't, and because of that, I am not saying anything else about it because Datavant provided a response as to what occurred during that period of time. The reason it may not be a good idea to trust Datavant is for the very reason that I am about to show. Yesterday, I highlighted this post because it says this post was used as evidence, along with another one, to publish a series of events known as a statement of fact in Hampton, Virginia. Because I laugh, right? Because it's just so stupid. So, what occurred between April 14th, 2021 and May 10th, 2021 happened? This was recounted several times to Datavant. This is what happened. Not a matter of showing proof, right? So let's say between April April 2022 and May 31st, 2022. Because what I was saying was the truth. In a couple of minutes, we'll see how early Datavant worked to do everything that happened by August 12th, 2022. When this post was originally used, oh, I know. I know. Now, the reason why we're here, right, is because this is going to transform in about 2 or 3 minutes. This is going to transform from 2 years to 3 years. And because of that, because this could only happen at this particular time, it would mean that any effort to say that it occurred at any other given time was a trick or an aspect of deceit. that Datavant, Michelle Spicer, Megan Shaw, Stanton Law LLC, Christine Green, and Hunter, what is it? Hunton Andrews Kurth. They all knew that in a minute, and specifically two, that this post was created on this day. This post was created on this day at this time. And so it couldn't have been produced any later. And since it's 5:18 right now, let's see if what I'm saying is true. And so, being that this is now video evidence of sorry, still emotional for me, but the show must go on. As early as this stream, and anyone who sees it, they know that's what I was getting ready to show. Context. So again, we see, we refresh the page, it's 5:18 Eastern Standard Time, 5:19 now. We went to the web page just now. Saw it said 2 years. We can check the fucking, this is the post here. And linked. Post date. This is historical, you know? And it links to the other YouTube video that I posted yesterday. As early as this date, this is when this post was made. Still a little emotional, but I'm getting through it. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep going. This has been incredibly difficult for me for a number of reasons. But holy smokes. So I can do something. Um, I want to pace myself. I want to pace myself because this experience is a lot bigger than just reporting what occurred, right? It's it's as early as today, knowing that I don't want to reveal too much too quickly. Today, it is enough that I have no reason to lie about anything that occurred to me. So, what I am able to establish as early as today is that this post that was used to create anything that has been said about me, right? Because it's not just the frivolous lawsuits. It's not the act of targeting me for my mental health diagnoses and the fact that I am a black man. It's the fact that to date, because what I am saying is as accurate as possible, and what Datavant has presented as its truth, there is no reason why they did the things that they did unless it was something about me or specifically because it was me. I am using this opportunity to establish my civil case that I reported to Anton Bell years ago that it was criminal, and he, he gave me a lot of lip service. Told me directly he's not going to investigate. Listen, all he has done, all the Hampton Commonwealth attorney Anton Bell has done is offer, because things in court, civil court, is a matter of you providing enough evidence that your truth is more believable than another person's. The only thing that he has done is demonstrate that he has a connection to this matter that is outside the pursuit of justice. Because my police report from Hampton wasn't, no investigation was done within the 3 days. Listen, it's more and more relatable in a way that I know because of what I've been through. This bro, it's that I'm here, it's that I'm here at this point. And it's shit that people knew. They knew what they were doing was wrong. And because I'm me, or there's something about me, they chose to engage me in the way that they have. Everything from this point forward is not a matter of taking anything from anyone. And since evidence will show, this is all I wanted, was for them to pay for what they know they've done, so I can go out and live my life the way how I deserved, with the people around me that I wanted. you know? I deserve to live my life and not die because I have survived every worst day that I have encountered. I deserve my good days. And Datavant contributed to a campaign that was to tell me no. In Grey's Anatomy, Stina Yang has an episode where she asks, do you know who you are? Do you understand what has happened to you? And do you want to keep living this way? I have come to learn that I am someone who doesn't take anything from anyone. I merely obtain what is mine. And any resistance that this company, the police, anyone that they have already demonstrated, at least in a civil setting, 51% versus 49, that the people engaged in this matter are engaged in it. And I have been telling the truth. Let me rephrase. Whatever it is that I've been saying, even though it's convoluted, is as accurate as possible. And Datavant says that. So they know what I'm talking about. All this is you getting the opportunity to know too. To know that I caught the people who harmed me during my time. They've been caught. It's over. And if people start moving in a way to suggest that their life, whatever happens to them, as I reveal everything that's happened, as I share everything that's happened right before I continue my New Jersey federal trial, I don't care about you as much as I care about myself. And so any harm that comes to you is based on your decision to follow a company that you knew was doing the wrong thing and you chose to side with them, which was the effort to do as much psychological, financial, emotional damage that they could afford. Cheers and goodbye. Why? Because I never want, listen, any opportunity that I've had to speak to anyone prior to this point was me begging for them, was me begging them to save themselves from what I know that I can prove, what I've always proved, and what I will continue to do. To survive this company as I dismantle it and make it mine. Because management has shown that they are either participating or have absolutely no idea what its agents have done in its stead. But I do know that because I engaged Datavant, the company, for the federal lawsuit, the response that was given was by Datavant proper. And to that end, I'm going to be streaming today. I'm going to play some Oblivion, but tomorrow I can start fairly early tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to read the response that Datavant sent to the federal court, which also had a motion to dismiss my case. We are going to review this document because I found it to be maybe in the way I always knew that it would. It has granted me the ability to not only be set free, but to settle all of this in one fell swoop. And it is going to be a court proceeding. Because that's where this was chosen to end up. In 2022, bro, it only would have cost him a couple bucks and an apology. Not because I was telling the truth. I know that I'm telling the truth. You know that you aren't, by being in direct opposition to me. This is gaslighting that I've experienced when working there. And so the only thing that this response could be is another attempt to continue everything that they've been doing, if I know I'm telling the truth. Please tune in tomorrow. While it will be a stream, it will be interactive. It's interactive because I am producing the response that I am providing to the court that will not only absolve me from anything and everything, but it will directly put this matter where it needs to be, as well as the people who contributed. If I am able to help it, everyone who contributed to this matter will be in a federal prison for the rest of their lives. If I can help it, because I deserve to be safe walking. I deserve to go the rest of my life knowing what safety is, because I guaranteed it for myself. Because I put the people who through no other reason than them wanting to, put me through everything that they did. So the only thing that they have to do, the only thing they need to do, is pay for what they've done. I would also love to mention, well, people know this about me, but maybe they don't. Because I am not an American citizen, or rather, let me rephrase, because I'm an immigrant and a naturalized citizen, this company and its government did this to someone who is a foreign national. And so I'm also going to see if I can pull in my foreign government to observe what's been happening to me, to see the crimes that I have had to endure consistently and continuously, and see what they can do as well. And if this lawsuit seems like it's going to be quite a few bucks, maybe I'm selling it to China because they got the, listen, they talking about deals with America. Make one with me so that they could own so they could own Datavant. Because of the civil claims that are still resting with me, I can do anything. I can do anything based on my experience, and I am showing that Datavant did not want me to be free. They wanted me dead. What else? They knew they knew I was disabled. They knew they contributed to it, and then they started a campaign that, listen, it's convoluted, right? If you're here listening to it, it's convoluted. Not anymore. Tomorrow we're going to this. I would like to be finished with this by Friday afternoon. And so the reason that I'm saying all of this shit now in the manner that I'm saying it is to show one thing as early as this date. This post was created today, 3 years ago. Because of that, I am, because I am able to, I have proven it in real time. I am now embarking on my exalted march to get everything that belongs to me. If you stand in my way, you're fighting for the wrong side.